Hello, I'm Preston Schrader. I'm here with my colleague Ivan Dozier.
And we are here to talk about Gibberellin for plant physiology.
So, since the dawn of time, plants have been interacting with their environment. Plants are able to sense and respond to their environment through the use of hormones, which basically allow the plant to stimulate responses to different environmental triggers.
Like Preston said, these hormones are small molecules which act as signals, serving as a link between the environment and a plant's growth and development. Some of these hormones include auxin, ethylene, cytokinin, abscisic acid, and of course, gibberellin.
And so for purposes of this talk, we're going to be focusing on gibberellin. As an introduction, gibberellin is directly involved in germination, the regulation of flowering by plants, as well as growth, internodal growth, shoot and root growth.
Gibberellin was actually discovered in Asia, where plant scientists were trying to figure out the cause behind foolish seedling disease, which caused plants to grow tall and spindly. What they found out was that these plants that were affected in this manner were all infected with a specific type of fungus called Gibberella. It was found that this fungus actually contained this specific hormone, and research on gibberellin began. So Preston, what is gibberellin? That's like the soft gels that you put under your feet, you know, for comfort, right?
Actually, Ivan, gibberellin happens to be a plant growth hormone. It's produced in a variety of tissues. Gibberellin is produced in any tissue from roots all the way to young leaves.
Now, are gibberellins, say, intermediates?
Gibberellins are intermediates, and there are actually hundreds of different types of gibberellins that plants produce.
That is absolutely amazing. I did not know that. Gibberellins function through transcriptional repressors, as Preston will now walk you through.
Gibberellin production is actually controlled by auxin, one of the most common plant hormones known. This little diagram actually shows how auxin impacts gibberellin production, which impacts, in turn, plant growth. Gibberellin 20 has two options in a plant leaf. It can either, one, be converted to gibberellin 1, which leads to growth, which is caused by the presence of auxin, IAA, or the second route GA20 can go is it can be converted to GA, gibberellin 29, or gibberellin 8. And if it's converted to gibberellin 29 or 28 in a lack of auxin, it results in what exactly does gibberellin control in a plant? How does it help a plant? What does it do?
Excellent question, Preston. And gibberellin actually controls a multitude of plant processes. The ones we're going to talk about first, possibly the most important for some third world countries, is the growth of shoots and roots, in which gibberellin actually works with steroids and auxin hormones in order to achieve this task.
An interesting thing about gibberellin is if you actually reduce the amount of gibberellin in a plant, you'll also reduce the plant structure and make a smaller plant.
So gibberellins are obviously very important for plant growth, and one of the amazing importances of gibberellins that's in the agriculture industry right now, it occurs in the third world, where gibberellin provides a very simple way to make plants grow taller and grow faster, which is implemented a lot of times to improve plants in third world GMOs.
And allows for food production. So gibberellin is actually involved with regulating flowering in plants. Plants use SOC1. SOC1 is the protein that actually is required for the gene expression of flowers.
Gibberellin actually controls this SOC1 protein in order to get all them pretty flowers you see outside of the spring. Root growth, flowering. Gibberellin controls all these processes, and we're not even...
Keep going. She's on video. Okay. Go.
Alright. Shoot growth, root growth, flowering. Gibberellin controls all these processes, and we're not even done yet, are we, Preston?
We're not. In fact, gibberellin is heavily involved in seed germination.
Gibberellin is actually made in the seed itself, in the embryo. When the seed is ready, the gibberellin diffuses into the endosperm, which then goes into the alveolar layer and stimulates germination for the seed.
Alright, with that I'd like to wrap up our coverage of gibberellin, and thank you for your time.